Let's get this thing on the hump. We got some flying to do.
Well, good afternoon, or evening, or whatever it is. And what a good evening it is. All right, it's been a while since we've flown the Carbon Cub, so we're going to put her up in the air. And there's a few reasons for that, which I'll get into while we're flying. But yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and fly her real quick, get her up in the air, and I'll explain to you why I haven't flown the Carbon Cub. First off, it's been about a month since I've flown the model, and basically I was trying to get as much stick time on the Wildcat as possible, i.e. like every day, to get ready for SEFF. So that's what I was doing. I was basically getting ready for SEFF by flying the Wildcat pretty much daily. Plus, it's a lot easier just to toss the Wildcat in the car, you know, and zip out here for a few quick flights than this monster. You know, I gotta do the whole, you know, take care of the wings and everything and all that kind of stuff, right? So we got a pretty good wind going and she's slipping pretty good, so it's kind of fun. Anyway, so yeah, I was flying the Wildcat a lot, kind of letting this model rest. Also, we've been really busy at work these last couple of months, and I just frankly didn't have a whole lot of time to bring this model out. So there you go. So we have basically I wanted to fly the Wildcat. You know, I wanted to get as much stick time on the Wildcat. It was the whole work thing going on, and basically the fact that this thing is not so much a pain, but certainly takes a lot of work to you know, prep for flying and this and that. But I'll tell you, I am really excited after the SEFF trip. The Wildcat got a lot of airtime, and I got to see the latest offering from Horizon Hobby, and let me tell you something, it is exciting. It is a 51-inch Sport Cub. It's a red trimmed model that looks a lot like this, but the designer Matt Andrin took certain liberties here and there to make it not only fly just as good as its bigger brother here, but to make it so that it would accept a wide variety of batteries, which it does. It takes 1300s, it takes 2200s. It flies on pretty much a really, I don't call it a standard power plant, but for Horizon that basically is, right? It's a 480 size motor running at 960 kV. The model's sporting an 18 amp ESC. If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see Sport Cubs at SEFF being flown by Matt Andrin and Seth Arnold, and let me tell you, I am excited. Got one on pre-order on day 2. I believe it was a Thursday, that first week in April, and was when Horizon announced it. I guess it was at the Toledo show, and yeah, I'm just really excited about that model. Really am. Really am. So we're gonna get some stick time here in the Carbon-Z Cub for old time's sake. But let me tell you, if you got a moment, you need to check out the new Sport Cub. Coming soon. Talking to Matt Andrin, Eric Johnson, who's in charge of product development and all that kind of stuff, sales and marketing and everything. And Eric said that coming soon, probably expected sometime late May, early June time frame. Matt Andrin echoed that sentiment, said yes indeed, the Sport Cub will be coming soon. And as Horizon is, a lot of folks can have a lot of heartburn with Horizon, and that's fine. But one thing about Horizon is they don't normally announce until the product is on the water, and that's actually kind of a smart way of doing business, quite frankly. So anyway, when it's on the water, hey, they'll let us know. In the meantime, and I'm really going to like that Sport Cub because there's a soccer field that's right near my house, and I'll tell you, I'll be able to fly my Sport Cub out there at the old soccer field, and that's really going to be kind of neat. Looking forward to it. I won't have to come out here to my field, although, well, I probably still will, because this field's just so fun to come to. It's my own little field, right? So anyway, you know, I won't have to come here. I can bring the Sport Cub to the soccer field. But anyway, it's fun to get back to flying the CZ Cub. It's just a big, fun model. It really is. Watching the Sport Cub flying at SEFF, I get the feeling that it's basically, it really is a smaller version of this. Now, if you want, understand that you could put a 30 amp ESC in it and put the 9575 prop found on a host of Parkzone models. You can do that, and it's going to fly wonderfully. Now, it flies awesome on the stock 9.6. But hey, you know, it's all up to you. You know how you wish to fly it. It really is. But me personally, I'll probably start out on the 9.6. I'll fly it around a while, kind of get used to the way the model handles, and we'll go from there. Okay. Got a pretty darn good crosswind going on the old field right now, so I'm probably going to have to do my illustrious plan B. So hey, let's go for it. I'm going to keep the Cub in the air. I'm going to throttle her down a little bit, because this thing can really, you know, have significant loiter time, as we call it in the military, when we're down here at 50% throttle. I'm going to walk out here a little ways, try and pick a somewhat, you know, flat spot here with which to put her down, and we're going to set her down. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start my approach, my initial approach anyways. I'm going to get lined up just to see, you know, and on windy days, you want to set up some approaches. You want to shoot some approaches to see how the model will handle. And I don't really need flaps. And that doesn't get much better than that. All right. Okay. We flew her for just at about 7 minutes. And I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. You can see the flag in the background. It's not quite as windy as I flew in the video blown away, but still, it's pretty windy. Windy enough where, you know, she's a Cub, and what have I told you? Cubs don't like crosswinds. Also teaching you, stay away from that prop. That thing is bad business. So I stand behind right here, and I unplug it. All right. Hey, glad to be able to get the CZ Cub back in the air, and I hope you enjoyed the flight. And we're gonna try and keep them short, because don't want to bore you. In any event, hey, thanks for joining me out here at the field. More to follow soon, and thanks for watching.